Okay. Good morning, everyone.
Morning, Noah.
Good morning. So, our topic of discussion will be how to boost our productivity. Each and every one here working at Moracle, it's very important for us to have that kind of feeling of doing more work and trying to understand what we are doing. So, but it's quite easier if we can have the mindset of productivity, because if we are productive in doing whatsoever thing, then I do believe we can be able to do more work in less time. So productivity is very, very, very important. It's not something that is less. It's very important within a working environment, because the more productive you are, the more you do more work, and then the more you have more time to discuss with, or you align yourself with other stuff. So you can only do that if you are productive in doing your task, because if you take more than 10 days or a whole week in doing just single task, it's very undone. So, but if you are very productive, then I do believe you can do something great. So there are certain ways I do believe every one of us here can be very productive. One of the ways is for us to plan our work ahead, plan. Just like I always say, yeah, proper planning prevents poor performance. The idea of us planning, it's a key in any environment to find ourselves, because if you don't plan, you have planned to fail. So you see, that's the reason why it's very important for us to plan. And planning is key in an office setting, in an organization. Because if you plan, you will write down what you want to achieve within this week or within this particular day. I don't believe that will enhance your productivity. Because if I say, oh, today I want to do this, I want to do this, you will walk around that clock and then know what to do. So you see, there comes productivity. So another thing again, the idea of us doing different types of work, people might say, oh, I want to do this, if you try to do plenty stuff, you will be unable to do more work, because say if you want to do plenty thing, you are multitasking.
Yeah.
Although some people might say multitasking might be very, very it's nice, but there are other people might tell you again, the idea of you multitasking will enable you not to do more work, because if you multitask, you like be a jack of many trades without mastering none. And it's very important within an organization for you to master something. So if you be a jack of many and then you are not a master of anyone, it does not make sense for you to multitask. So the idea of us multitasking also again might reduce our productivity, because if you multitask several stuff or several tasks, then you will not have the desired outcome that you want. Because it's very nice for us to do something accordingly, and we do it properly. So you see, so that's also again is very keen. And it's another thing again is about the idea of us being booked for 100% being booked. Like for instance, I might have something to do, then I say, oh, I'll procrastinate it. This is the same as procrastination, because if you feel like today I want to do this, but you know you should do them, but because of you are procrastinating, then it will lessen your productivity. Procrastination is another key, is another thing. If you procrastinate, then you will not be able to do more tasks. Because when you are in an organization, you need to work accordingly, according to the. But if you say, "Oh, I might do this tomorrow, I might do this tomorrow," then you will never be able to accomplish task. So you see, procrastination is another thing. Avoid procrastination. So this is my own take on this topic. Thank you.
Yeah, I do agree with all the things you mentioned, no, especially about planning. I think the key to success, the key to productivity is planning and writing. If you write your goals and the things that led you to that goal, it really may help you. And another thing is that you break your big goals to small ones. It's really helpful, you know, that you take steps and do instead of always working hard to achieve that big goal you set for yourself, you can set some small goals and then step by step reaching your big goal. And another thing I think is that taking a break. We sometimes don't give a break to ourselves. We are working too hard, and we think that it's the better way to be productive, but it's not. Taking a break is important as working. It's important that you know when you need to have a recovery, you need to have a break and spend a little time with yourself. Then when you have that break and start working again, it really helps your productivity. And another thing is that managing your screen time, managing the time you are putting on, I don't know, social media and your phone and watching TV or stuff like that. It's really important that you ignore some unimportant notifications, some unimportant thing, and instead focus on what you are doing. Even if you are taking a break, you are resting. It's important that you don't waste your time doing some unimportant thing on social media or something like that. And I just wanted to mention, to add one another thing, is that for being productive, it's important that how you are working, in what kind of environment and workplace you are working. I mean that you feel comfortable with everything that is around you, and I don't know, even your computer or your chair, everything. They may seem and are not important, but they are. Is that your desk, your chair is comfortable, you love I don't know, the workplace you are working at, you may want to decorate it somehow, or you want to, I don't know, play music during work. It really helps you that you know what kind of setup your brain needs to be more productive. Okay, that's it. If anyone else want to share anything.
Thank you very much, Epide. You make a great point. You made a great point and some valuable points. Thank you very much. Jessica.
Yeah, I agree with everything that everyone has said. about planning and time management. I think one thing that I'll also add that I agree with Sapira is taking care of yourself and managing your stress and knowing what works for you. And what you should also be aware that what works for another person that would not work for you. So it's very important for you to find what works for you, to find what makes your working environment pleasurable and endurable. And I think, as Peter said, it is also key for you to take rest when you feel overwhelmed or when you feel stressed, because sometimes when you are too stressed or maybe if you have overworked yourself, you tend to not be productive as you just tend to get over with the work quickly rather than having it be efficient or having a very good result at the end of the day. You just want to get it over it because you're so overwhelmed and stressed about it. So it's very important for you to have self-care when working. So I think in doing that, it's good to like take breaks, as she said. And I think having family time and also having a sufficient rest before your work day, because if you are supposed to sleep at 9, some people are very good at staying awake late and waking up early and having an effective day. But if you know that you are not that such a person, that you are, if you do not sleep early or have enough rest, you are so bothered throughout the day about it. I think you should try to rest early and just take care of yourself, your diet, your health. Don't be so overwhelmed with work that you forget about your food or that you should eat or you should take walks. You should take care of yourself whilst working uh, in a some way. And I also think we tend to, when we want to be maybe we want to impress our friends or our leaders, we tend to overwork ourselves, as in whenever they come up with task and be like, oh, can you handle this task, you say yes. I think we should also learn to know what is enough and what is not. And I it is good to cross our boundaries and take tasks and challenges, but if you know that you are so overworked or so loaded with work that you won't be able to reach your goal or complete that task, then do not take it. And if you do take the task, it is also good to consider sharing your task with other people. It also gives them an opportunity to learn and gain experience as well. So if you have a work that is too much for you, consider sharing it with other people. They may not have the experience that you have, but it can work out with coordination and supervising what the other person is doing. So I think considering sharing your task or delegating your task with other people is also key. Another thing that I would say, I think you should monitor your progress. For instance, if you are doing a particular thing and you, as Sepida said, you have to break that large goal that you have set for yourself uh, into smaller achievements or into smaller goals that you can achieve, and they should also be realistic. You can set a time limit for something that should last the weekend. Say you are going to complete it in probably a day or two. I think you should set realistic goals, and in that you should also track your progress. For instance, if you have set those smaller goals, you should work hard and be motivated to achieve them within the time limit, uh, as productive and as efficient and effective as you want. So yeah, that's what I have to share. No, thank you.
Thank you. Thank you very much, Jessica. Joanisha.
Okay, so in addition to what you all have said, I think also we should learn to batch a task, categorize what we have been given to do. Because as you said, Noah, multitasking is good, but sometimes multitasking also aids aid us in not to be more productive in our work, because sometimes multitasking, it means giving more work to do. But if you know that this work, maybe 2 or 3 couple of works can be done, with just one material, I think we should put them together and try to do the works together. We try to batch them. Maybe put 3, if you know that 3 work or 3 tasks can be done at a stretch, we put them together and do them. But also in batching our task, we should not overwork ourselves. We should not get ourselves stressed out, because if we overwork ourselves and get ourselves stressed out, we can't be productive, because in a blink of an eye, we can get tired easily, because we are all human. So humans, we easily get tired. So if we try to overwork ourselves, we will get stressed out, and so we won't be able to be productive. And also, we should try to refine our workplace. Like what Jessica said, she talks about our environment in which our jobs can be done. If the environment is not conducive, if the environment is not stable, I think we can't be able to be productive. We won't be able to do our work. It will be kind of choked and stressed out if our environment or workplace is not conducive enough for us to do our work, for us to be productive. So I think that is what I can add, because just at what you said, time management, we need to take a break and all of that. I think they're all good in how to be productive.
Thank you very much, Joanisha. You made some silent points. It's very, very important for us to be very time conscious. Just like I mentioned about time management. Time management is key in whatever task we are doing. We need to allocate specific time in doing our daily task. If you know you might spend 30 minutes in this task, then allocate 30 minutes there. When you're done, you continue. Okay, so, you continue to do another task. Thank you very much, James. Hi, James. Okay, he might be on a meeting or on a phone call. Okay, so we end our meeting here this morning. Thank you all.
Thank you, Noah.
Thank you, Noah. Thank you, everyone.
Bye, everyone.
Thank you, Noah.